Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Witty. If this is your first time here, how did you get here? I'm so glad you are. Hi, I'm Witty. I like to make stuff. And today I would like to show you how I turned the game Mystery Date
It's Mystery Date, the thrilling new Milton Bradley game of romance and mystery.
into this. Let's do it. Now, I know this may come as a shock to some of you, but I was not cool as a child. I didn't have the right clothes. I didn't have the right toys. I was just weird. And I didn't help myself by being into fantastical, macabre, and boy things. I wanted my Barbies and my Beanie Babies to enter haunted houses. I wanted them to hunt for ghosts, to go on wild adventures. It wasn't always the same way that other girls wanted to play. Plus, they thought I was a boy. But Scooby-Doo Ghoul School was this perfect mix of these cute, fun girls with all their different personalities influenced by what kind of monster they were. It was also kind of spooky. Scooby and Shaggy were scared of them, and I loved it. So it was with Scooby-Doo Ghoul School in mind, a retro, creepy cartoon, that the vision for Mystery Date Reimagined started to take place. Also very much inspired by Monster High dolls from Mattel for this project. I think a lot of artists, especially miniature painters, toy designers, kit bashers, sculptors, I think we're often returning to childhood threads of inspiration. Some of us are making toys we wish existed when we were children, or we finally have adult money to own and build things that we used to dream of having. I've got to believe that Monster High was invented by a weirdo like me who just grew up wishing that their dolls could be vampires, werewolves, and ghosts too. I had to paint the guys inside as monsters too, and I'm not gonna lie, I am not a painter. The generic women that you move around the board with needed a reimagining too. I'll show you how those turned out later. This was only my second time working with air dry clay. The first was when I sculpted those little scrungles. So I'm still getting used to the medium, but so far I like it. As I worked on this board, transforming Barbies and Kens into monsters and ghouls, I was kind of stumped about what to do with the cards. But then it struck me. When I was a kid, I loved choose your own adventure books. There were mysteries, there were thrillers, there were horror ones, and for a poor kid like me, the amount of entertainment you could get out of a 50-cent book was unparalleled. So I thought, what if instead of accessories, you could flip a card and it would be an event? It would be a boon, it could be anything. It would move the story forward. So thinking about that, a new game started to form in my brain. I would imagine it diceless. Also, almost like Candyland in the way that cards moved everything forward. I like the element of chance. I like the quest to collect certain things. And I like the outcome being some sort of interaction with a cool monster. Maybe you date them. Maybe you're friends. Maybe they use you in a ritualistic blood sacrifice. Maybe they just eat you. I don't know. Am I making a monster tabletop RPG game? Maybe. And it's fun not knowing yet, not knowing where it's going. It feels weird to talk about a game that doesn't exist yet, but I think there's something there. And I think there's something there because this is an idea that keeps just clawing at the back of my brain. And I really do believe that when there's an idea that just keeps coming up over and over again and it will not let you be, you've got to explore it. This has been a wonderful exercise in following inspiration, even if you have no idea where you're going to end up. And what today is basically a spooky version of Mystery Date meets Candyland that I've created, I hope that I can look back at this eventually as the beginning of something a lot bigger. I let it dry under damp paper towels to avoid any cracking, and I covered up the not sculpted parts before priming, and now we're all ready to... Anyways, time to paint. What do you think is the difference between bad art that is cool and bad art that is just not good? Is it just subjective? Is it intention? Is it just if it's interesting or not? I can't tell if this is cool. But I'm learning, just like with every video I edit, with everything I make. Just learning. It doesn't have to all be good. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but I can't let that stop me from making it. They had the idea and I gotta see it through. Gotta see it through. And here it is, what started off as an aesthetic reboot and a trip down nostalgia lane is now turned into a sort of scratchboard, I guess, for game design. I'm going to be augmenting a lot of parts of this. I'm going to be tearing things apart. I'm going to be adding things. I'm going to be drawing all over it. But for now, it's fun to look at, and it was really fun to make. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. I work really hard on these and on my projects and learning how to edit. And special thanks, of course, to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Because of you guys, pretty soon I'm going to be able to have a real camera and we won't be filming on iPhones anymore. And I'm so excited. Really, at the end of the day, I just want to make fun stuff and I want to share it with fun people. So thank you guys so much for enabling me to do that. And I'll definitely be posting updates on my Patreon about this game that I'm making. It's something. There's something in here. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And until then,
don't forget that you are currently making the world a better place just by being you. It's like your superpower. So keep doing that. Bye, guys.